All right, so we are live. All right, how we doing, everybody? Today, my name is Matt. Welcome back to the channel, eBay Pirates Man. Please bear with me. I'm still learning how to use StreamYard. Still trying to get used to interviewing these other resellers. I want to say a big shout out to Jeff over at eBay Addicts. I put his channel down in the description below. Actually, he's the first one that I went on the live with, and actually I kind of seen what he was doing, interviewing other resellers, and I just thought it was a neat way to connect with the reselling community. He interviews all types of resellers, and I got a guest for you today, Adam, Millennial Profits. Is that what you, or is it Profit?
Yep. Profit. Yep.
Profit. All right, Adam, Millennial Profit, and I think you're really gonna like this young man. His YouTube channel is awesome, and I won't give too much information away to start with. I'll let him go ahead and tell a little bit about himself. But I will put his Instagram and I will put his YouTube channel down in the description. If you hadn't checked him out on YouTube, you're missing out. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram so you can just see what he's doing next. And so, Adam, appreciate you coming on today. If you would just go ahead and introduce yourself real quick, maybe tell them your name, tell them where you're from, a little bit about what you do.
Yeah. First, I want to say, Matt, thank you for having me on. I was on eBay Addicts like 2 weeks ago, and I
Okay.
agree. It's a really cool way to just have all us resellers like reach each other. I think that's a cool thing. But my name's Adam, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I am a full-time reseller. I'm How old am I now? Like 25 years old. Graduated from Ohio State about 2.5 years ago, and really decided to just go at it full time and just having a blast doing what I do.
Yes, that's amazing. 25 years old. You know, there's another YouTuber out there. I think it's Kevin Vasquez. I don't know if you've seen any of his. I
Yes,
think he
exactly.
was on eBay Addicts, but I always wish, you know, I started. I wish I would start reselling when I was about 20 years old. I think that's the perfect age. I know him kind of the same way. He was in college. I'm not sure if he finished or not, but you finished college, and I'm sure, you know, it was kind of a struggle deciding what to do. You know, do you go get a good career, you know, or do you just, you know, take the leap and go reselling full time? So my hat's off to both of you. If I could go back 20 years, I would do the same thing in a heartbeat. One of which I wasn't reselling them, but if I know what I know now, I would I would definitely have did that a long time ago. And actually, I think the sooner you do it, the better. The quicker you learn, and that's amazing. I know you spent a lot of time and money in school, but that's something that you had to do to see if that's what you wanted to do, a certain
Right.
career, and you always have that to fall back on if you need to. And I'm sure it was a good experience, and you learned stuff. And
Yeah,
so
exactly. If reselling ever for some reason didn't work, I have a degree in marketing, so I always could go do something in that. I don't really want a 9 to 5 job
yeah,
because I really enjoy doing this, but it's like a nice little backup plan, and it gave me like 4 years to just figure out what I want to do with my life.
yeah, and that's good. Got Evan on here. He says Adam the goat. You know Evan. You know Evan.
And yep.
So, so yeah, man. But my hats off to. I like to see young resellers just getting in young and grinding it out. I've only been reselling about 3 years, and I've got so much to learn. I still feel like I'm so far behind, but you know, it's you just constantly learning and growing. And so, tell everybody what platforms you sell on currently.
So I sell on eBay, Mercari, a little on Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, and then like 2 months ago, I finally got into Amazon as well.
Okay.
And my biggest platform, I would say, is it's always been eBay. Amazon this last quarter has been because if people have watched my videos, I've been selling a lot of pools, and pools go really fast on Amazon. And Facebook Marketplace, I'm not sure if you're on there either, but that platform is growing, and I see with as many users as Facebook has, they could honestly take over and be just as big as eBay, if not bigger. They just got to work out the kinks. But I really like Facebook Marketplace as well.
Yeah, I heard somebody saying the other day that Facebook Marketplace was going to be huge. It already is, I guess. I'm not currently selling on it, and I really only sell just a little bit on Amazon. But I mean, Amazon and Facebook probably going to be the two biggest marketplaces a person can sell on. And how did you get into Amazon? Did you do merchant fulfill? Did you just learn? FBA to start with, or to
I've
me.
actually haven't done FBA yet. Whenever I send in my first load, which hopefully will be sometime before Christmas, I'm going to do a video on that just because I feel like there's not a lot of videos out there really explaining what to do on that. So I'm going to kind of just have to figure it out myself. So yeah, I've done just merchant fulfilled, but I've really had no problems with that. I mean, I read up a bunch of stuff before I got on there, and people were saying how stuff wouldn't sell on merchant fulfilled. It only sells if you do FBA, but if you get a hot item, it sells as soon as you get the buy box on merchant fulfill, it seems.
Yeah. I definitely need to learn. FBA myself. To me, it's looks a little more complicated than what everybody says, but I'm sure, just like anything, you can learn it. We got Jay O'Neill on here. Said I've learned so much from both of you guys. We appreciate that, Jay. Um, so eBay is your biggest platform, but you're selling on multiple platforms, 5, 6, 7 of them, and how do you keep up with all that? I mean, I know it's a lot. I'm sure sometimes probably like me and everybody else, you sell stuff, you can't find it.
Yeah.
Something sells, you don't deal it. You say to yourself, I'm going to take it down a little bit. Next thing you know,
Right.
it's somewhere. So how do you
So
keep up with everything?
yeah, so if I just have a single item, I'm just going to list it on Amazon or eBay just so I don't have to worry about it. If I have like 2, 3 or more, I list it on all platforms, but that still doesn't mean if it sells in 2 months, I'm going to forget to pull it off of Mercari and Poshmark and it sells. And I'm like, well, crap, I forgot to take that off. So I just try to, if I have a single one, just go on the big platforms. If I'm ungated on Amazon, I'll sell it on there, which I'm not ungated in much. So usually I'll just throw it on eBay and let it sit till it sells.
Okay. So how many years have you been reselling?
So I actually started reselling on my dad's eBay account when I was 12 years old. So I guess over half my life, 13 years.
Oh my. Yeah. So you've had plenty of time to learn. So your dad still sells on eBay.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
he's retired and he just sells on eBay for fun. So does my mom, and my sister. My whole
Oh,
family does.
oh man. All right. You got a whole family of resellers. That's good. That's
Yep.
really, and that's pretty neat because sometimes if you have family members that don't resell, they kind of how you get excited when you have a sale and you'll be like, hey, let me show you these shoes I sold, and they'll be like, I don't care, but
Oh yeah,
that's good.
we pump each other up with our
Yeah,
sale.
yeah, that's good. Do y'all list together sometimes,
Oh
or
yeah, listing
yeah,
parties all the time.
yeah, man, that's awesome. So how do you do on Macari? Uh, how's
Uh,
it?
my Mercari has been down the last couple of months. I don't know. I think it's just the summer slump, but I do pretty well during like late Q3, Q4 on Mercari. I mean, as you know, you can pretty much sell anything those
Yeah.
months anywhere. But it's down for me right now. I did pretty well in quarter 1, but I just keep listening and keep refreshing all those listings. Loading up the inventory for quarter 4 is my goal right now.
Yeah, and Poshmark does pretty well for you.
At first, when I was using it, yeah, I'm not. I don't really have a ton of items for that because it's more like clothing related. I do sell a lot of clothing and hats, but I sell that stuff really well on eBay. So I really just list it there because it's all single stuff, and I'll always forget. I used to cross list all my clothes to Poshmark too, and then I would just forget to pull them off, and they would sell.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see the new feature on Poshmark where you can send offers to likers in bulk and also share in bulk? Have you seen that?
I have not. That's incredible because that's one of the
It's
reasons.
probably on your app already and you don't know it. At the top right corner, there'll be some little tools, and you just click on it, and it'll show you which you can share your whole closet in just a matter of
That's
minutes.
That's great because
Yeah.
I would have like hundreds of listings and I did not feel like going through each and every
Yeah.
one to refresh it.
Yeah, I never shared or I just kind of, if it sold on there, it sold. If it didn't, I didn't even look at it. And so
I
that's
found out
a big help.
a couple months ago how to do it on Mercari. It's kind of you have to like deactivate all the listings and then activate them, and that does them all at once. So I was hoping that Poshmark was going to come out with a similar thing. So that's great.
Yeah, it works good. I mean, you can send out 50 or 100 offers, and you're going to get some sales, or at least you're going to get some counter offers if you want to just move stuff. So your main platform is eBay, and I'm sure your Amazon will probably take over in the future the way you're doing.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I kind of want to keep eBay as like the top. Just Amazon, their returns and everything. They you can accept returns for any reason. Have people open returns for the dumbest things, like they don't want it. Well, I just paid $100 to ship you this pool. Now, half the time they're not going to even send it back, especially because if you open it up for you didn't want it, then you have to pay for the return shipping, and then I can charge you a fee for the original shipping I paid. So usually once you explain all that, they're not going to return it. But eBay, I have no returns on, and unless I send you something that was my fault, like I broke it or it was broken in the mail, then you can't return it.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be hard to deal with. So you pretty much got to pay the shipping to them and the shipping back on Amazon. So you have to eat the
Yeah.
whole thing. So you
Yeah,
can.
especially if they like lie about it and just say, "Oh, well, it's broken," and they send back the thing exactly as it is. If they know the system. Now, if they say they don't want it, then they're going to have to pay that.
Yeah. So we got another a person on here, Ethan Williams. He says I can relate to that. LOL. Uh, so what type of items do you source? This is one thing. I just watched your video where you went to what was a Habitat, the Restore, and you found all those earplugs. I remember wearing those when I worked in the factory, and I was like, I didn't know they were worth that much, a box of them, and I'm more limited. I mainly source shoes, new and used, and some clothes. But one thing I like about you is it looks like, appears to me, you're just all over the place. You'll flip anything that will turn a profit, which is good.
Right.
So explain a little bit about, what type of items, you like to sell or you prefer to sell.
So I sell a lot of hats. So all behind me are all hats, and I sell clothing like you too. You actually got me into cleats. I started watching your videos. I used to pass over all the cleats, and now anytime I see a Nike or Adidas cleat or whatever, I'm going to look up that code. So I sell a lot of shoes, hats, and clothing. And then, yeah, like you said, I kind of just try out all different stores. I got that new series where I'm going to random stores like Habitat for Humanity. Never expected to walk in there and find all that profit. So I'm just trying to show people that you can literally make money everywhere, and no matter what stores you go into, to look for profit, look for clearance. You just never know what they're going to have.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's neat. I mean, that was amazing. That pallet you found, $50, and it's all stacked up for you, wrapped up. Just get a dolly and take it to the car. And you said you probably what make maybe 1,000 on that or something.
I have a stack in the garage of probably like 150 boxes of earplugs at $20 to $30 a box. So probably made a couple grand on that.
That's amazing. So do you go to the yard sales or thrift
I do.
stores? Or?
Yeah, I do a little garage selling, and yeah, I hit Goodwills and other thrift stores. I'm planning on making some videos on that in the future. As you probably know, it's hard to film videos every single where you're going and try to like look everything up. Like I'm filming from my phone most of the time. I have a camera, but I don't usually remember to bring it. So I'm filming from my phone. So you got to film, look up, film, look
Yeah.
up. So I don't do as good a job as I should recording, but I'm not making money on YouTube yet. So
Yeah.
I go where I can make money first.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for me to film. I started using a GoPro, a small. I know some people it looks like they go in the stores and they're just holding it around. I'm just more discreet about when I'm
Yeah,
filming.
me too.
Sometimes I'll go
I don't
through
like
and buy
people
everything
seeing me.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll go through and buy everything I'm going to buy, and then I'll start filming because I don't want to waste my time. I'm there to make money, but yeah, I'm definitely not the best YouTuber out there.
Right.
Definitely, my videos need a lot of work, and I try to edit them as little as possible. It's just here's a few clips. I put them together, and that's all it is. And hope you enjoy it. But
Exactly.
so, um, so you do a lot of the Marshalls, Burlington, those types of stores too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my main stores are probably the same as yours: Marshalls, Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington. I try some Walmart clearance. I don't have as much luck as like Richie Hustles and the Flipping Account and those guys. They seem to find all the good clearance at Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah. I never hardly find anything at Walmart. Yeah, never any good. So, um, your channel's now over 1,000 subscribers. It grew
Yes.
really quick, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So I started in, I think it was the beginning of December, maybe late November. So it's about 6, 7 months.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to grow that fast, but yeah, finally just hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're like 700 watch hours, I think, from 4,000.
Okay, so you're really close. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's amazing in that amount of time. I just think your channel appeals to a lot of different resellers. Yeah, I like the thrift stores and stuff, but it seems like the only videos that usually get any views much is just the Marshalls, Ross, and Burlington. So that's the
Right.
type of videos I just started doing. And I didn't know much about cleats either till watching other YouTubers, people on Instagram telling me, "Hey, you need to look for cleats when you're in there," and they're definitely a profitable item. So, what type of videos are they going to find on your channel?
Yeah, so like I said, starting that new series, I'm going to be releasing 2 or 3 videos of that a month, and it'll be there. It's called "There's Money to Be Made Everywhere," and I'm going to be going to random stores. Like I just went to Habitat for Humanity. The other day, I went to Kohl's. I'm just going to hit some of the weirdest stores that people are not expecting to make money at. So like Tractor Supply Company, all these different random stores. But yeah, and then I'll always have a staple video every week where I show what sold over the weekend for the most part. And then my other video, usually every week, will be a Ross, Burlington, Marshalls, just sourcing video. So one sourcing video a week, one what sold video, and then one just random other video that I came up with.
So you're going to try to put 3 videos out a week. Yeah.
I've been on that for about 3 months now. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's a grind though. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, YouTube's a grind too. I think you gotta love it. I've always loved YouTube for some reason. I mean, I watch more YouTube than I do TV or movies or anything
Yep.
because I feel like you're always learning something. Even if
Well,
it's playing in the background and somebody's talking, you can learn something from them.
yeah, I've learned so much since when I just started making videos 7 months ago. Once I got on there, I just saw a bunch of other resellers, and I wanted to learn how to make better videos in this game. But then at the same time, I'm learning all these different kinds of things to sell from all of them. So it really is a great way to educate yourself on it.
So you probably wasn't even watching YouTube. I'm not sure at 12 or 13 when you started reselling. Were you watching other resellers then?
I was watching my dad. We
Yeah.
mainly did like the hot Christmas toys every year. And he always told me, he's like, man, if I could just figure out a way to make money the rest of the year, because he was making so much money November and December. And then it's like he didn't know what to sell because we would go around to all the Walmarts, wherever, pick up the hot Christmas toy, flip it for a ton. So he's told me that it's pretty crazy. I've found ways to make money all year round when this started out just a Q4 thing.
Yeah. So who I was wondering who were some of the YouTubers that kind of uh, made you maybe want to go full time, or even think you could go full time, or even made you think you wanted to start documenting reselling and start a YouTube channel? Do you have any people you? I know I used to watch a lot of times Rally Roots and Rake and Profit and Hustler Hacks and different
Yeah,
ones.
so I was watching so I didn't really know why I wanted to be a full-time reseller out of college, but I was watching like Harry Tornado and Rally Roots, like just the people that are huge now. Um, and that's not really probably why I wanted to be a full-time reseller. I really just didn't want a 9 to 5 job. And I just told myself, like, I know if I grind hard enough at this, I've been doing it side hustle while I'm in college. I know if I get the whole day, the whole week, all this free time, and I can go out sourcing all the time, listing all the time, I know I can make more than a 9 to 5 job. So I kind of just kept grinding and kept flipping that initial investment, and that's really been like the last 2.5 years, but it's been a blast.
Yeah, it always amazed me too how the reseller community uh, will help each other, kind of support each other. I remember one time, um, I mean, because you can pretty much DM anybody you watch or follow. I remember I DM'd Harry Tornado one time because I was just starting YouTube, and I was like, "Will you watch one of my videos?" And it was the worst video in the world. I don't even know how he watched it, but and there's other people, I asked Hustler Hacks a question, and he'll get back to me. I've asked Rally Roots questions and Rockstar Flipper, and a lot of the people you probably watch on YouTube. I've just DM'd them, asked them a question, and some of them I've just became friends with, just back and forth. So I think it's really neat. So, what advice would you give for any bodies starting reselling or want to get into it? What would be your things you've learned over even you lived short 25 years, half of your life reselling? What tips and tricks would you tell them to get started, or things you would have wished you would have did different when you started?
Yeah, so the one thing I would say is no matter what store you're in, like I said earlier, you always have to be looking for the profit. And don't try to look in areas of stuff that you're not familiar with to start. Start in the departments of the store that you shop in. So me and Matt, we like men's clothing, men's hats, shoes. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, sure, listen to us. But don't if you're like trying to go and find exactly what we find in the store, you're not going to probably find the exact cleats, exact shoes that we find. You're going to find stuff like that you have to look up. But if you go to the areas of the store that you know, then you can find something and say, hey, here's a Vanderbilt hat for $3. I'm going to sell that that goes for about $20 on eBay. Like, you should just know that. And then you can look it up. So as he does in his videos, he fills his cart full with stuff in the video that he thinks is going to be good. And then at the end, he looks it all up because he's knowledgeable in those areas. So he's pretty good about finding the deals really fast and not spending an hour and a half in the stores.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good advice. And like, I never look at hats, but I know a lot of people, I mean, they know what hats to look for. They know which ones to pick up. And I mean, I would just be lost. It's something you have to know a little bit about the teams, know a little bit about sports and what's going on, what to look for. And, the hats, they can probably flip pretty quick, right? Hats.
Yes,
And
the ones behind me are mainly ones I've gotten in pallets. So you get like 2,000-3,000 of them at a time. So you got to store them like that. But yeah, a lot. Like, I got these Cincinnati Reds USA ones for $10, and those sold like right away for like $30 a piece because it's 4th of July. So you just list them as Independence Day hats and they go.
yeah. And you said you do most of your eBay listings with no returns?
Yes, all of them.
Wow. And you're still selling a lot, so that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like dealing with returns. I know I could probably do more sales with them, but that just gives people the chance to open returns for dumb reasons. All the stuff I sell is like clothing and shoes for the most part, so they'll just say it doesn't fit and send it back.
Yeah. I mean, they pretty much know what they're getting. It's a hat or shirt or
Right.
something like that. Do you get much bad feedback because you do no returns?
No, I have like 99.4. I think I've had like 5 negatives all year, so not bad.
No.
There's always going to be those buyers no matter what.
Yeah. Have you had some that kind of forced a return because you didn't have a return policy?
Yeah, I've had some that know the eBay system, and they'll just say like defective item or something like that to send it back.
Yeah. Yeah. So your tips would be just go in these stores and kind of look at what you're familiar with and kind of get good at that. Whether it's
Exactly. Whatever areas of the store you shop in, you should know what's a deal in that section. And then you can look it up on all these platforms. That's my biggest tip. I try to stress that in all my videos because I don't want people that don't know the types of stuff I'm looking at just trying to copy me and go into the store and buying a bunch of hats thinking they can sell it. So I just tell people, go to the areas of the store that you know, and you'll know what's a good deal, and then you can look it up.
Yeah, that's just like Harry Tornado. He's kind of similar reseller to you. He's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, he golfs, so he's familiar with golf clubs, golf bags, and he knows what to look for. If I go in a thrift store and see a golf club, they all look the same to me. I know how to look it up, but I'd spend a lot of time looking it up. So I just go what
Right.
I've always sold. I just look at the shoes, and most of the time I just skip the clothes. I'm just in and out in a minute, and I'm hitting the next store.
Yep.
So I appreciate you coming on here today. I hope we can do it again. Hope you enjoyed it. Your channel is going to be huge. It really is. You just got so much content and so much knowledge for a 25-year-old in reselling. Now I figured out why, because you've been doing it half your life. You got a whole family of resellers to back you up, and I wish you the best, Adam. Appreciate you coming on here. Another thing, I always like how you thank God in your videos. How you give Him all the glory. That's big to me, because without Him we couldn't do nothing. And when I heard you say that the other day, I was like, yeah, I got to get this guy and do a live video with him. But any closing words for the people out there? I appreciate you coming on. Hopefully we'll do it again. I wish you the best. I'll stay in contact with you. I'll be watching your videos. I'll DM you on Instagram every now and then and see how you're doing. Any closing words for the people?
Yeah, I first just want to say appreciate you for having me on, Matt. And like you said, glory to God. Without Him, neither of us would be here. None of this would be possible. He gives us the ability to do everything, so He gets all the glory.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just really appreciate you having me on, and we'll definitely have to do this again. I hope everything goes well with you and your channel as well, and we can both load up and make some money here heading into Q4.
Yes, yes. Anytime you got a question, or I might have some questions for you about Amazon or something. But I want to say thank everybody for watching today. Everybody, like I always say, everybody stay safe out there. Take care. God bless. We'll talk to you later, Adam. I appreciate you coming on today. See you later, everybody. Goodbye.